Greetings everyone, thank you for coming to my channel. In this video you'll be learning when you should use to, TWO, to, TOO, and to, TO. Also, before I get started, I wanted to take a moment to sincerely thank you guys for all of the love and support. And thank you to all of you guys that have been interacting. And by interacting, I mean liking my videos, because nobody has commented yet, but that's okay. But just know you're welcome to comment as well. You can leave feedback, you can ask questions, you can make comments, you can make compliments, whatever your heart desires. Okay, thank you. Now let's get to the video. So to, TWO, is the word form of the number 2, and it comes after the number 1. Example 1 says, I have 2 brothers. And I feel like out of 2, TWO, 2, TO, and 2, TOO, 2 as in the number 2 is the easiest to learn because it's literally just the number 2. I used to always get confused between 2, TO, and 2, TOO. But I never got the number 2 confused with the other 2s because I always knew that we're talking about the number 2. Okay, so our second example says, my neighbor has 2 dogs. Our third example says, I'm having 2 pieces of toast with my breakfast. And our fourth example says, I received 2 gifts for Christmas. So the number 2 has multiple uses, but with these examples, we're talking about quantity. We're talking about how we have 2 of something, 2 brothers, 2 dogs, 2 pieces of toast, and 2 gifts. To, TOO, is an adverb that means very or an excessive amount. Adverbs give us more info about adjectives, verbs, or other adverbs. Example 1 says, my friend's baby is too cute. So notice how we didn't just say, my friend's baby is cute. We used to, TOO, to add emphasis on how cute the baby is. The baby is too cute. Our second example says, I couldn't fit the pants because they were too big. So notice how we didn't say I couldn't fit the pants because they were big. We wanted to place emphasis on the pants being too big. Our next example says, I can't hear you speaking because the music is too loud. So notice how we didn't say, I can't hear you speaking because the music is loud. We said, I can't hear you speaking because the music is too loud. So that means the music is extremely loud or very loud. And our last example says, I'm indecisive because there's too many options. So there's not 2 options or 3 options, there's too many options. In other words, there's an excessive amount of options. To, TO, has multiple uses, and I'll be going over those in the next slides. For one, it can be used as a preposition. Prepositions give us more info about time, place, location, etc. So our first example says he is standing next to the door. He's standing where? He's standing next to the door. So this is giving us more info on his location and where he's standing at. Our next example says, my friend is going to church on Sunday. My friend is going where? My friend is going to church. So this is giving us more info on where my friend is going. Our third example says, my car is parked next to my house. My car is parked where? My car is parked next to my house. So this example is giving us more info on where my car is parked. To, TO, is also used as an infinitive. An infinitive is the base form of a verb with the word to in front of it. Examples: to cook, to eat, to listen, and to jog. And notice how cook, eat, listen, and jog are all verbs. Sentences with to, TO, being used as an infinitive. Our first example says, tonight I'm going to cook lasagna for dinner. Our second example says, I want to eat chocolate chip cookies for dessert. Our third example says, I like to run in my free time. And our fourth example says, you need to exercise if you want to stay in shape. So out of curiosity, I'd like to know which two was the hardest for you guys to learn. Because for me, it was 2TO. And I'm starting to see why it was so hard for me to learn. Actually, as a matter of fact, I did a spelling bee in elementary school and I actually messed up on 2. I think the 2 that I was supposed to spell was TOO and I spelled it TO. But I see why people struggle with this because 2TO, it has multiple uses, so I feel like that's why it can be kind of confusing. Whereas 2TWO is just the number, and then TOO, it just means an excessive amount. And it's pretty cool how TOO has an extra O, because then that makes you think, okay, it has an extra O. It means an excessive amount. Well, that's how I think of it. But yeah, 2TO always threw me off. What about you guys? Which one throws you off now or used to throw you off? 2TO is also used when someone is talking about a period of time. Example 1 says, I'm tired of working a 9 to 5. So the period of time we're talking about is anywhere between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Our second example says, I attended high school from 2012 to 2016. So the period of time we're talking about is the time between 2012 and 2016. Our third example says, today I'm working from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So our period of time are the hours in between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. And our last example says, this week I work from Monday to Thursday. So the period of time we're talking about are the days in between Monday and Thursday. 2TO is also used when talking about something or someone that receives something. So our first example says, she handed the food to her son. Our second example says, give the signed paperwork to the receptionist. And our third and final example says, I gave the car keys to my husband. And I don't know about you guys, but this part kind of confused me because I was like, isn't 2TO being used as a preposition in this case? But then I thought about it and I was like, okay, it's not being used as a preposition because it's not giving us info on time, place, or location. It's simply just something being given to someone. It's not giving us more info on time, place, or location. It's just something being given to someone. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you found this video informative. If you did find this video informative, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, or all of the above, and I'll see you next time.